Good morning, YouTube. We have a very crazy, kind of fun day ahead of us today, but before we start, let's get a quick cold start. So, for today's plans, I want to get here. I'm almost ready to start, like, painting my truck, I guess you'd say. We really don't have that many steps left, but I only get so many days at college, and that's where I'm working on it at. So I just got to work on it a little bit at a time. Plans to paint it Wednesday. Today is Friday, so that gives me 3 days next week and today. So it's doable very easily, but for today's plans, we're going to try to, I got to finish blocking my roof. Y'all get to see some of that. We finished up, as y'all see in the last video, we primed the rear bumper. And I'm going to go in detail on how we did that with chrome. Anyways, we finished, we primed that. Now we're going to do some body work on it. Or we already done the body work on it. Now we got to reprime it because our body work was bigger than a quarter. If you ever have metal showing through your primer that's bigger than a quarter, or your body work is showing and it's bigger than a quarter, you want to reprime it, even if it's right at it, especially on a show car, what my truck's going to be. You definitely want to reprime it. I mean, there's no point in risking it or whatever. Otherwise, it'll kind of look weird. You'll see, like, your paint, and it'll kind of, like, look just a little weird right there. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and reprime that whole entire bumper, let it dry, so that way Monday I can go ahead and resand it. And then we're going to check all of our alignments, because the last thing I want is, after I paint the truck, something be out of alignment, and I sit there and on the new paint, scratch it and twist some bolts that have already been painted. I want to have everything dead perfect. So, we're going to go ahead and realign everything, double check all of our alignments, put everything up, and I got to turn around because I forgot my grill and everything. Glad we talked about this. But, anyways, glad we're ahead of schedule. Or we're ahead of schedule. But yeah, we're going to realign everything, check all that. And if everything's good, then we're going to go ahead and scuff it all with a red Scotch-Brite. And that way, everything, the paint will have something to stick to. But, yeah, and after we red Scotch-Brite, we'll go ahead and wash the whole entire truck. Make sure nobody has touched it with greasy hands or mechanic's hands. You know, just clean it up. Get her good to go. Okay, so now I want to go into detail on how to paint over chrome. Everybody's afraid of chrome. Everybody's afraid to paint over chrome because if something happens or chrome bubbles, anything like that. It's actually not that big of a deal. If you do have chrome bubbling already on your surface, probably want to get rid of it, sand it down with some 80, get the bubble gone, and kind of feather edge the outsides of it. But say you have like a chrome front bumper, chrome rear bumper in my case. All we done is we got 80 grit sandpaper, scuffed it really good by hand, scratched it all to pieces, and then got a DA, Dorbital sander, or something like that. But anyways, we got DA and we sanded it all with 80. That way we get a few really more deep scratches in it. Then we went ahead and got an epoxy primer or a metal locking primer. And, you know, we tried that beforehand, just see if anything would stick to it before we metal lock primered, and it didn't work. And so, that was my buddy Zach. But, so we put metal locking primer on it. That's going to lock everything down. It's going to grab that 80 grit scratches and just hold really tight. Then afterwards we're able to do our body work, and our body work will stick now because it's sitting on top of the primer. And so then after we do our body work, we're going to go ahead and reprime it with a surfacer primer, because now we have something we can stick to. But basically, that's all you gotta do. You just need to scratch it real good with 80 grit sandpaper, and then you need to epoxy prime it or metal lock primer it. They're both the same thing, but that's what you need to do. So that right there is my bed. Had a lot of body work on it, a lot of rust on it that I redone. I went ahead and painted it probably 3 weeks ago. We worked on the body, had it basically done, and then we started the bed, painted it, and now we're about to paint the body. So most of these Dodges, they have black vinyl stickers right here. Mine was all cracked like most of them. So I'm just going to put, it's called trim black, and then we're going to clear coat over it later whenever we go paint it. We have the whole entire truck ready. It's all sanded down. Everything's ready to go. We just need it washed and whatnot. So before I go in there and paint, I'm going to go ahead and check all my alignment. Make sure all my door gaps are good, my fenders are good, my hood's good. I'm going to put my grill up here, check my grill, check my headlights. Right here where I done a 410 bumper swap, I got to readjust that. And readjust this side. So, not too much. Here we go. So, for paint this stick, you must have a scratch. And to get that scratch, you can use a red Scotch-Brite. You want to use this on a darker color, not as much metallics. And this is equivalent to like 400 grit sandpaper. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go across here. Even though we've already done everything, already sanded on it, I'm going to go through here and hit it one more time and hit all the little cracks in here and whatnot, and make sure I get everything, any spray, overspray or anything off there. Get a good little scratch in it.